Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Controller Chaos. And on today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Logitech Wireless Xbox Original Controller. Now, the reason why we're talking about this is because a lot of people have told me this is the best controller for the original Xbox, and as you guys know, I'm the controller guy. So, let's find out, is this really the best original Xbox controller money can buy, or is it just a fake? Let's see. Alright, so doing our general overview, as I always do, it kind of looks like a standard controller. You got the start and the back button on here, the black and white buttons down over here, your normal 4 face buttons. The D-pad, I really like this D-pad. It's kind of just loose and stuff. I don't know, I just like it. It feels good to press and whatnot. 2 thumbsticks that feel very solid, I gotta say. Just perfect. And then of course turn it around to the back, got our back finger triggers that feel really good. I really like the way how those feel. And then of course this thing takes batteries. Oh man, that's not going on there right. But yeah, so it feels like a good controller. For those of you guys wondering out there how much this will weigh, in case you're very used to the OG Xbox controller weight, this weighs a little bit less, if I remember correctly. It weighs 6.58 ounces. So it's about roughly, I think, a little bit less than the OG Xbox controller. You have to consider that this has batteries and the OG Xbox controller in it. So that is one thing to consider, but it's a good weight. It's a nice, hefty feeling. It's not gonna break on you if you drop it or anything like that. It feels just solid, and one thing that I do really like is that in the back right here, it has like these hand grips. So when you're grabbing it, you like kind of just grip it perfectly. So overall, this controller just passes the feel test of feeling like a good controller, good quality thing. So let's go into the game test. Alright, so first up here, I played some Tony Hawk 2X. For those of you who don't know, this is a enhanced remake of Tony Hawk 2 for the original Xbox. It's a pretty sweet little game. My only complaint with it is the motion blur, but other than that, it's a good game. And everything feels great with this controller. Everything just feels fantastic. It feels how it should feel, like an original Xbox controller, but with better buttons, in my opinion. The shoulder buttons work better and everything. So yeah, so starting out, this controller's feeling really good. Next up, in order to truly test this thing out, I played some Crash Nitro Kart. Now, I've never played this game before. I had basically no idea what I was doing besides the fundamentals that I have from other kart racers. And I was able to win this race and everything, and I'm not particularly good at kart racers, so I feel like if this thing had some input lag or something like that, I feel like I probably would have noticed, because I would have been getting my butt kicked way harder than I was. So this thing is looking pretty sweet so far. Alright, so sadly, here we are at Halo. So Halo is one of my all-time favorite, probably even my favorite original Xbox game, and it has a problem. And by it, I mean the controller. So the problem with the controller is that for some reason my right thumbstick is drifting up. So as you guys will be able to see, my camera just completely goes up and everything. And it's not the controller's fault, like all of the controllers. It's just my controller's fault. I guess my controller broke on me, which really sucks because now I have to buy another one of these things. But I will not let that affect my rating or anything like that, because I really do like this controller. I've had it for months. I guess that it just finally felt like dying on me. Alright, so overall, I really love the Logitech Wireless Original Xbox Controller. I honestly do think that this is the best controller that you can get on your original Xbox. It just feels really solid. It feels really good. These back grips and everything. The triggers are really solid. The buttons feel good. This controller just feels great. It's wireless too, which is another big plug. And it gets around a crazy battery life, Like, I haven't had to change the batteries on this thing once since I've gotten it. And I've had it for a couple months now. So that's really impressive in my eyes. So overall, do I recommend it? Yes, even though it's a little bit on the pricier side, it's around a $30–40 controller. I do recommend it just because it's such a solid, good controller. So that's gonna do it for today's video, you guys. If you like this video, like it down below, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and have a wonderful day, YouTube, and peace.